I'm pleased to introduce Hugo Tovar today to talk to you about NK Institute as a potential choice for your kinesiology studies. A little bit about our founder of NK Institute first. Hugo was drawn to kinesiology during a 3-year study of Eastern philosophies while living in India, opening a new path for him both professionally and spiritually. Hugo commenced writing his own courses in 1998 after being mentored and taught by both Charles Krebs and Richard Att. Hugo has gone on to have authored 110 kinesiology publications and now teaches NK kinesiology worldwide, from Russia to Asia and almost everywhere in between. Let's start today, Hugo, by telling your future students about NK kinesiology and what makes it unique.
Thank you, Megan. That's nice of you to invite me here and give me the opportunity to share a little bit about NK, or short for neuroenergetic kinesiology. Good. So NK Institute is originally I founded NK Institute a long time ago. So I'm going to talk about who we are. Why, some of the things we'll also look at is why choose NK Institute. And, you know, at the end of the day, anyone deciding on studying kinesiology, you need to research all the different possibilities that you have, because one college to the next is what you learn is quite different. And it's important to understand that, you know, when choosing a college, you're choosing a stream of kinesiology as well. Where we're training and some details of the training that we're offering. So about me, I've written 94 courses, 72 still taught. I did a lot of consolidation and I will be consolidating again soon. I've written 110 publications in kinesiology. I've presented at 41 international conferences over the years, and I continue to write new courses, especially about topical and topics that we have at the moment to do with pandemics and vaccines and beyond. We have in Australia an expert team of trainers and administrators, and we have people all over the country that represent and teach NK, as well as you'll see that we have people all over the world. So basically, NK Institute is an RTO, number 31750. And we have at the moment 2 qualifications that we offer, which is the Diploma of Kinesiology, which is from the training package. So it's called an endorsed qualification. And we have the Certificate 4, which is an accredited course, slightly different type of qualification, but still a qualification, but it's one that I wrote all the details myself and got it accredited personally. The Certificate 4 is embedded into the diploma. That means you can actually enroll in both courses at the same time. The benefit being of doing the Certificate 4 is if you want to get OS study, it's the only kinesiology course that has OS study approved, and NK Institute is the only kinesiology RTO that you can study kinesiology with and get OS study. You will need to have adequate language literacy and numeracy skills, and also the ability to manage self-paced study, because in an effort to try and keep the costs down, we have unit workbooks which are done through self-paced study. The NK training itself, this is made up of the workshops, which a lot of them actually predated the RTO. As Megan mentioned before, I started writing my first courses in 1998. It wasn't until 10 years later in 2008 that I accredited NK Institute as an RTO. And we have been an RTO ever since. The NK workshop series is made up of different sort of categories of course. We have the introductory courses, which I'll show you later. They're things like principles of kinesiology and brain formatting, which are designed to give you the basic skills in kinesiology. Obviously, if someone's coming to our institute and already has the basic skills, we don't require them to repeat these courses as long as they can demonstrate that they've done accredited workshops with the Australian Kinesiology Association. Then we've got the so-called foundation courses, or what I call the foundation courses in NK, and these are give you the basic structure or foundation for all kinds of NK balances. And that is the chakra hologram series and the neuro-emotional pathway series. They're very important. The chakras are, which two of the workshops co-authored with Kerry McFarlane, and they are in-depth workshops about the chakras and into the major chakras, minor chakras, and the celestial chakras. And the neuro-emotional pathway series is about courses that are designed to work with the emotions neurologically. So they're very fundamental courses, and these workshops, that the skills you learn you will use in all the following workshops. The next ones are the core courses, and this is what you find the workshops you'll be doing in the certificate for, or not the diploma, and our old advanced diploma, which is no longer accredited anymore. And these are things like working with the brain, hormones, immune system, etc. And they're things that I've been developing a long time ago, over a period of time from 98 to about 2008. And since then, I've just been refining them and improving these workshops. After that, I developed the pathology hologram series, which is a series of workshops looking at advanced physiology and pathology of different systems in the body, such as, urinary system, digestive system, nervous system, circulatory system, respiratory system, etc. And then later on, the advanced physiology series, which is what I've been doing lately. And some of the latest things we've been working with is a balance for coronavirus, a balance for the vaccine stress, including all the newest ones to do with coronavirus, but other vaccines as well. Estrogen, electromagnetic frequencies or radiation, Alzheimer's, the advanced DMT workshops, and there's many more along the lines of working with pets, advanced addiction and leaky gut, burnout, histamine intolerance, etc. And these are the latest things that are important for the world and are proving very popular. They must stress here that kinesiology is not a treatment protocol. It's what kinesiology is a stress management technique. So we can balance someone's energy systems to the stress of coronavirus or vaccines or estrogen or for the hormonal system. So it's very important to understand that kinesiology is not a treatment, but it's effective in removing stress out of the system, and any healing comes from the body's innate ability to heal itself and find an equilibrium of homeostasis rather than one of equilibrium of being in a stress state. Training starts in March, April every year. We have in New South Wales, Queensland and Victoria. Other possibilities are online. And occasionally by application, we can do mid-year intakes. This is depending on the demand and the location, and if the trainers have enough people to run the workshops. So what are the benefits of NK Institute? Well, first of all, it's original material. It's the comprehensive system, as Alfred Schatz, the founder of the world's largest Kinesiology Institute, the IAK in Germany, said that NK is the most comprehensive system in kinesiology in the world today. And that's what it is, with, well over 70 workshops being taught and 110 publications. You've got a really comprehensive system of kinesiology. It's got a strong basis in physiology, anatomy, so understanding this is important. Also spirituality and emotions as well, and they're all interconnected with and affecting each other. There is constantly new material being developed, so that means after you've finished studying with NK, if you want to do extended training and extend yourself, I've been writing material and I've been training the most advanced kinesiologists all over the world for many years. And I keep developing new stuff, and the advanced practitioners from around the world still do this work because it still gives great value to their practice. So not only do you qualify with a qualification in NK, which gives you the most comprehensive system in kinesiology, you have constant opportunities to extend yourself and do the workshops that are important to you. There is an international network of NK practitioners and Facebook groups and that, so you can get to know people practicing kinesiology in Europe, America, and in Asia. It is taught worldwide. There are trainers all over the world. Well over 100 different trainers have been authorized to teach NK at one point. We also have our own conferences. We've had 2 international conferences so far. The first one was in Kiev in 2019. And then last year, we did an international lockdown conference in July last year and it was run in 3 languages, English, German, and Russian, and Spanish as well, so forth. And so that being said, there is an opportunity if you were overseas to do some of your training offshore and learn kinesiology with different groups around the world. And we have had people train in different institutes, say in Europe, Australia, Hong Kong, etc. So what's important when researching a kinesiology system is to understand the stream you're learning, because, you know, different RTOs teach different streams of kinesiology and they are very different. And so it's important that you understand and research the actual stream and see if that's what you want, or if that's the stream that's right for you. So a little bit about the qualifications. The certificate 4 generally takes 1.5 years and the diploma 2.5. This is because of the student clinic and mentoring hours. You need to have 200 of those. And what we do is we don't start that until you've had the first year of training. To be able to rush this 200 hours is not appropriate in my view. And I think what's important is people understand that by doing these 200 hours of supervised clinic and mentored hours, what you're getting is an in-depth ability to learn practical skills for the clinic, but it's important that you've actually got enough skills to start this. And so for us, we don't start people in this after a year, because in the first year of training, you're just learning the skills you need to use in the clinic. So that's why our certificate 4 and diploma can take, you know, 1.5 or 2.5 years respectively, understanding that the certificate 4 is completely embedded in the diploma. So if you can enroll in both at no extra charge, if you want to do the diploma, you can get both qualifications for the price of one. And there's no more assessment, nothing, no more work. Just a little bit more admin on our part, but that's fine. You have student clinic, which after the pandemic, we have done some of it online, but you know, we prefer to do it in face-to-face, and it's always going to be on the rules governing at the time. And also the modules are geared for weekend workshops where you're doing your practical training on the weekends, and there will be some training, the theory training, which we're starting to do more on that online rather than having to be somewhere. So you have better flexibility to learn from home, so it doesn't take such a big part of your day. We have the unit workbooks. That's self-paced learning. So this is why it's important to do self-paced learning, and I'll show you those in next slide. And you can expect to average 15 to 20 hours per week. So this is what this is from the course guide, and this is what the certificate 4 looks like. Up the top, you've got the workshops and how they're accredited with the Australian Kinesiology Association. And then you've got the unit workbooks down here below, and you can see they've got their code, unit, And so each one of these is a self-paced workbook, except for the first aid, which we get people to do outside. We don't run the first aid. You need to go to a specialised first aid RTO for that. Then we also the workbooks being self-paced, so all of these will count to your diploma as well. Yeah. This is in the diploma. So you can see on the left here, you've got the workshops. So again, if you look at the year 1 workshops, they're exactly the same as the certificate 4. And then in year 2 and 3, which we kind of alternate, these workshops we do on a 2-year cycle. Over here, these are the units, and you'll see that all of these, the units from the certificate 4 are embedded in here, plus more. So if you train with us, you can actually get 2 qualifications for the price of 1. And also, if being on Austudy is important for you, you can get it up to 2 years while you're enrolled in the certificate 4. It's not for the diploma, only the certificate 4, but until you graduate from the certificate 4, you're eligible for Austudy for a maximum of 2 years. So the contact details for NK Institute, our web for the Australian Institute is nkinstitute.com.au. The email for and phone number for admin are there, admin@nkinstitute.com, and the phone number 0427 102 346. Yeah.
Thank you so much, Hugo. What a great presentation. So much information in there. If you would like to know more, please reach out to NK Admin, or their website has those charts on there for you to look at. So thank you very much for your time today, Hugo.
Thank you, Megan. It was a pleasure.